Similarities between our focus students.
So both of our students seek negative attention during whole class instructional time, and they also needed constant redirection to do work and pay attention. Both students were more receptive when approached one-on-one, and we found that they were more willing to work on their behavior after building stronger bond and positive rapport.
My initial interaction with Lee was to continually give him redirection, interrupting class time, which was actually the attention he was looking for, even though it was negative. Realizing this was a flawed strategy, I changed my tactic and instead moved him closer to the front, only acknowledged him for positive achievements, and would only discuss his need to improve behavior privately.
Before, I would stop the entire class in order to ask Kevin for his attention. But through my interactions, I learned to be aware of giving him negative feedback as a whole class and found one-on-one interaction as well as positive feedback is what the student needs. Setting goals and celebrating small achievements help the student be motivated and stay on task.
My strategy in building our student-teacher relationship was using the restorative practice approach, where instead of him getting sent to another room or embarrassed in front of the class with immediate consequence, I would take him to talk to him privately, giving him my full attention during those one-on-one moments to help establish trust and respect between us so that he was more willing to listen and try when getting back in the whole class setting.
I tried to connect with the student through his personal interests, which were blocks and Legos. When I worked with the student one-on-one, I would provide positive feedback for his small acts of kindness, following directions, and when he achieved his goals. By connecting at a personal level and through positive feedback, I was able to build trust and a close relationship with Kevin.
The similarities that my partner and I shared in reflecting about this process was both of our original methods to attempt to correct the behavior of our focus students was ineffective because it provided those students with the attention they were actually seeking from not just the teacher, but also their peers.
We also changed our tactics to working with our students one-on-one and creating a relationship of trust. By working with our students individually to set goals, celebrate achievements, and reinforce positive behavior through encouraging constructive feedback, we were able to create a bond of mutual respect, which helped build positive rapport.
Reflecting on my personal trigger of not communicating well with a person who came off more like an authoritarian as opposed to an authoritative figure challenged me to want to work with Lee on a deeper level in discovering what his personal triggers were so that we could find common ground in correcting his behavior.
As I reflect on my trigger of certainty, I need to become more culturally responsive in order to understand my students and control given situations.
For future practice, we want to be able to not only identify students based on their behavior and how they are as a student, but also be aware of the aspects of their cultural identity. We need to understand that each student has individual needs and be able to have adaptations within a lesson to support those needs. Each new class will be unique, and to achieve overall success, we need to be aware that those students will respond to instruction and behavioral corrections differently. You did it.